get it.
So, let's do it. Yo, what up? I'm Tahir Moore.
And I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this is another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary.
Somber week, hasn't it?
Yeah, man.
Very eventful. Very eventful. Sheesh.
Somber that's very loose. It's been an emotional week for me. It's an emotional roller coaster.
It's pretty insane. The LA is fully militarized.
Yeah.
We have a curfew. Every 3 seconds, there's an even worse story on the timeline. But this is a special episode of Damn Internet You Scary because we are only going to take the somewhat lighter parts of the protests, and because I feel like we can't just not talk about it.
Yeah, no, we can't. I mean,
but,
just the fact that we're not doing this live to the Patreons right now to support the Blackout Tuesday, and a lot of people have that misunderstood. Even I had it misunderstood. I had to do some more research on it. It's not really to black out and not say anything and be silent. It's more so to black out and highlight Black businesses, Black content creators, Black entrepreneurs, artists, all of that type of stuff. So shouts out to the people that have done that and done it effectively, and shouts out to our Patreon, man. We got some more stuff for y'all because we didn't get this to y'all live. So, and shouts out to everybody just watching. Appreciate y'all.
So it's actually called the Show Must Be Paused movement, and it was started by Jamila Thomas and Brianna Ag. I don't know. I can't recognize her. I can't read her signature. But it was started within the music industry actually, as like a sort of like a 24-hour initiative, and just sort of through social media it kind of got a different narrative. So now people are sort of like afraid to post. And obviously by the time you guys have seen this, this would have been 2 days ago. But that's just the only reason we're going offline, just to make sure everybody's clear about that. But yeah, with that said, there's a lot of horrible things that were happening this weekend. The cops reacted very violently to peaceful protests, and we actually had even more innocent Black people killed this weekend. Not only George Floyd. I do want to, before, I don't want to just get right into the light stuff. We definitely have to acknowledge certain things. But it's really overwhelming at this time because it's just like, fam, what? Someone else, like during the protest for killing somebody, other people died. I believe that one of them was a young kid who was shot. I just posted him. I just want to make sure to say his name. Okay, here it goes. James Scurlock, murdered by a white supremacist named Jake Gardner. And then there was also the barbecue man. Have you seen the one about the barbecue man or something like that?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's a really sad story. Dude who's like he runs a barbecue shop. He was feeding the community.
Oh yeah. We talked about that last night. I was on with the homies, and his restaurant was one of the restaurants that fed cops for free. The cops fired some shots into a crowd because they thought they heard shots and hit him. It's ridiculous, man.
But yeah, I definitely want to make sure. Okay, David McCarty in Louisville, Kentucky. So definitely, rest in peace to those guys. That is crazy. That is craziness. But I'm sure you guys have had enough of craziness on your timeline. So just out of respect for everything that's happening, we will be talking about the protests, but just in a little bit of a lighter light. So to start off with, I saved this because I thought it was hilarious. The weatherman, obviously everything because of the quarantine and the curfews is in Zoom. But the weatherman, he had to do his, his report from his house. And he had like a little dog couch in the back.
Yo,
it's just like
that dog is slumped over, bro.
Knocked out. And I was just my first thought was like, first of all, I didn't know those existed. Secondly, I would love one.
Right.
Because that's just so player. Like,
bro, your dog is too big for that. You have to get basically a real couch because she was cramped on your couch.
That's actually true. Now that I think about it, this is good for the small dogs, but it's very plain. It looks kind of nice. It's like suede.
Nobody has stopped to really address how animals must feel now that their owners are home every day. Like, usually you get up, you're out the house by 8 or 9, and the dog and the cat, they just got the house. They be like, yeah, you bitch ass human. Fuck up out of here. This is my house and shit. You know what I'm saying? Calling their other dog friends and cat friends over. But now, you're home 7 days a week, and this dog like, this motherfucker don't never leave. I don't know how these lights are staying on.
Well, low-key, I think cats are like that. I feel like dogs just wait for you to get back the whole day. So I feel like they're happy now. They're just like, you still here? You still here? Let's
just walk in the room and see you like, fuck! And just turn around, put his tail up, and just walk out, just mad that you still here.
Right? Nothing's more uplifting than a funny dog photo. So
yeah.
Shout out to that. This is just ridiculous, but I really like this video. This is the most specific.
Well, that is saying something, given the experience you have covering these protests, Deborah. And it sounds like from your experience, you see someone actually walking away with a cheesecake there after the Cheesecake Factory was looted. Unclear where they may have gotten that, but well, that is saying.
That is the most specific loot I have ever seen. First of all, it's not even covered. It's not even boxed up. Took it out just on the tray.
Yo, low key though, that's what they would catch my fat ass doing too. They would catch me at Pizza Hut stealing recipes and boxes and shit. I wouldn't even run out with it. I would sit there and make like 4 deep dish pizzas and then leave. I'd be walking out with boxes and shit. They'd be like, we see this one man. It looks like he actually took the time to make the pizzas before he actually left the Pizza Hut.
It's such a nice cheesecake too. It looks like a cartoon cheesecake. You know what I'm saying? Like how they just have the little cherry on top. It's all perfectly drawn.
That's the one they had just got through cutting, or they hadn't cut yet, because that shit is perfect. That shit.
How you eat it though? You in a whole protest? You think she just went home and just enjoyed the cheesecake?
She was sitting at home. She was watching the shit go down. She was like, you know what? It's a cheesecake over there. I'll be right back.
I'm hungry. That is all right. Well, speaking of random steals, this is. I mean, I can't tell. Even if this was a hoax, there have been people who said that the guy was joking. But either way, it's pretty hilarious. Some dude in Chicago said that he done took a police horse. They done stole a damn police horse, and my only thought was like, fam. Number one, Chicago has different niggas. Like, yeah, it's just different niggas in Chicago. But then also, it's like,
what do you do after you're done riding a horse? Because like, you can't take it back to your house. If you stay in an apartment, there's nowhere to like leave that horse safely. And if you got a house, like you don't put the horse in the garage next to the Benz. Like what are you gonna do with that goddamn horse
in the middle of Chicago? And you're just like, all right, smack it on the ass and hope it goes. Because if a horse isn't like a stray dog. Like if a horse is roaming around for like 15 minutes, somebody will have been called.
Oh yeah, somebody gonna call and be like, yo, it's a goddamn Budweiser horse and Anheuser-Busch horse outside my front yard just eating my rose bush.
Now, this next one shouldn't be funny. Okay, it shouldn't be funny.
That means it's gonna be good.
All right, so this was a very knock-kneed police officer.
Hey, man, look at my man Larry right here. How you gonna catch somebody, man? How the fuck this nigga gonna catch me, man?
Oh, shit. You know what?
How you gonna catch somebody, man? How the fuck this nigga gonna catch me, man?
Bruh, I thought his legs were crossed.
So did I.
I thought he was doing this at first. I had no idea his shit is just making greater than, less than sign.
His legs look like DNA. Yeah. Like an X chromosome.
Yo, I did not realize, dog. Yo, that's
why you put him in the front lines though. Why not, like, it's a protest going on, Bob, like just hit a desk. Like there's hella paperwork coming through. Process these arrests.
Is he dumb tall? Is that person next to him just dumb short?
I think he's also tall.
That's probably why his legs like that.
Why?
I remember doing the research on like the world's tallest man. I think he was like 8 feet or 9 feet tall or something. He had really fucked up legs too. Yeah, I don't know if I can find it, but yeah.
Oh, I guess your legs are longer, so it's more probability of them being fucked up.
I don't know, man. Like, let me see if I can find it. World's tallest man. This was way back in the day, though. Like way back in, because the pictures were in black and white. See if I can find his name. man.
World.
Robert Wadlow. Yeah, he was 8 feet 11 inches. And they measured him on June 27, 1940.
Oh, that guy who had the Slender Man suit on with the red tie.
I don't know. This one that I'm looking
Always
at,
wearing that.
he's dumbass tall, but like I said, the pictures are in black and white.
Oh, all these pictures are in color. He must.
I know I see what guy you're talking about too. Yeah, the guy that did the Guinness thing.
Yeah.
How tall is he?
I don't know, but he looked like Slender Man. Here, I'll pull it up for the people to see at home.
Jeez Louise.
Because that's actually kind of wild.
Yeah.
Here, let me put it in here.
Oh yeah, he's 8 feet 1 inch. They say.
World's largest man.
You gotta put tallest. You say largest, it might come up with the wrong. Okay, yeah, that's him.
It's this guy.
Yeah.
Bro, look like Slender Man for sure.
Yeah, but he got the little leg thing too. His kind of does that thing. Jeez Louise.
It's a tall ass boy.
That's a
Oh boy. It's got but man, this dude, I mean, like I said, it's whatever condition he has, it's not funny. But the fact that he's front lines built like a goat.
He definitely listen. But here's the thing though, like that's somebody you don't want to upset because he ain't gonna chase you. If he can't hit you with the taser, he definitely shoots. He can't chase.
He popping first?
Oh yeah. No chase, all tase. That's him.
Jesus. And you know what's crazy? They this isn't really a light story, but I saw a video, I wonder if I saved it, where they showed what a rubber bullet looked like. Oh, here it go. I don't know what I love this caption because it's my exact thoughts. I don't know what I thought a rubber bullet looked like, but it wasn't this. These hoe-ass police officers shooting people in the face with these.
Everyone is asking if I'm okay. I'm fine, but I got shot a couple times. I kept the
Look
bullet
at that.
Shot me.
Jesus.
Everyone is asking if I'm
What
okay.
the hell
I'm
is
fine,
that?
but I got shot a couple times.
What's crazy is like, I'll pause it, but shit, that looks like makeup.
Oh, you know what? That's there was a white guy over the weekend who got shot in the eye. I want to say with a tear gas can.
And lost it.
And lost his eye, bro. They just out here just doing whatever.
Lost his eye and actually had like a nice report to say.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. He was like,
this
is the minimum.
I'll see if I could find it because I posted about that. Yeah, I posted about it yesterday though. Damn. Yeah, it was a dude. I want to say his last name was like Brake or something. His name was like Bryson Brake, and he got shot in the eye with a tear gas. It's a pretty brutal picture. I won't show it, but yeah, even his statement was like, "This is nothing compared to what Black people have been enduring for years. I have no regrets." It was pretty dope. But yeah, these rubber bullets are no joke. I don't know. Now I'm trying to think like what I thought before. You know, like I feel like I thought
like a rubber ball, like a pellet, like that. But that shit. That looks like the one when they put the little thing in the canister under the shotgun, and they like like that, and they shoot the tank with it or the car cover. That's
like a rocket, like a literal rocket. I don't know. I feel like I thought rubber bullets were like those little erasers, you know, those pink erasers that are kind of small but square. But that is intense. That's a whole candle. But yeah, I said we'd stay light. So remember the knock knees. This one is like, all right, claps up to Nickelodeon. Someone said that they were just babysitting for some kids, and Nickelodeon came through with the heavy messaging. Let me see if I could click into this. So it said, Nickelodeon is going off the air for 8 minutes and 46 seconds in support of justice, equality, and human rights. You have the right to be seen, heard, and respected as a citizen of the world. You have the right to a world that is peaceful. You have the right to be treated with equality regardless of the color of your skin. You have the right to be protected from harm, injustice, and hatred. You have the right to an education that prepares you to run the world. You have the right to your opinions and feelings, even if others don't agree with them. And I was just like, damn, Nick.
You know what's crazy?
Okay.
It's not the fact that they wrote those words. The more meaningful thing is that they said something.
Yeah.
You have all of these companies, man, that people are just giving money to for products and you know, stuff like that. But we support these brands, and you know, when you're passive and you don't have an opinion about it, you know, you try to play the middle ground so you don't upset like your people. It's like, bro, like for years and years we have been supplying you with funds to feed your families, to keep this company afloat, and you can't back us on this small. We're not like, and it's not like black people are like, yo, give every black person $1 million for reparation. We're just like, treat us fair.
It's weird that there's an opposition at all.
Yeah.
It's like, it's mind blowing. It's like, it's not even like we're asking for anything. It's just like, stop shooting us. And there's another side to that. I don't get why there's another, that like we're met with resistance at all. It's super weird.
It's super weird. And somebody just like, but why though? It's like, what?
Why can't I shoot you guys?
Oh God. Anyway, keeping it light. Keeping it light.
Keeping it light as much as we can. Shout out to Nickelodeon, the same people. And that's what I like about this too. It's like some people do it because it's like, uh-oh, good PR. Like we need to keep our black audience. You know what I mean? But people who just do it when it wouldn't really affect, like I don't think anybody was checking for Nickelodeon to say something. You know,
parents turn on Nickelodeon in the kids' room and walk away. So the fact that they are, you know, exposing children to this is a great thing. And yeah, man, I appreciate Nickelodeon for that. Yeah,
that's super dope. Super dope. They getting in the getting the right things in with the kids. Speaking of doing it big with the kids, no one has been doing it bigger than the good people over at Best Fiends. Best Fiends out here blowing up.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how long we've been talking to them. I know that I'm getting an influx of messages. Some of them praising me, some of them like, how could you hook me to this game? I can't stop playing it. But if you have not downloaded the app Best Fiends, please do so. It is one of the most fun mobile games out right now. It is it's kind of like your standard 3-to-match puzzle games, but with a whole lot more elements to it. It's super fun for your casual gamer. It's in no way something that's, you know, advanced or you have to be like a hardcore. It's not like that at all. You're essentially trying to make it across your garden by collecting all these cool characters that are all different types of insects. While you're matching all these colors, you're basically also battling these slugs to make it across the backyard. Can't make this up, all right? This is good old.
It's funny because, like, when you talk about it, it's funny to hear somebody talk about it. That's exactly what you're doing, but you don't think about it when you play. It's just like, stupid slug, get out of my.
Yeah. When it's explained to you, it's like, so wait, we're collecting bugs to fight slugs, and you're like, yes, try it. And then 5 minutes later, they're like, I hate slugs. I'm killing all these slugs. It's the best. It's fantastic. So, this is a very, very popular game. Over 100 million downloads, tons of 5-star reviews. Definitely a must play. If you can download it for free on the Apple App Store or Google Play. And that's Best Fiends, not friends with the R, Best Fiends. You're definitely going to find yourself playing it all random. Like there's the amount of times I just didn't get out of bed in the morning just because I just pulled the app up and started playing. Just random times, you know, while I'm pooping, you know, while I'm watching TV. Bro, you know, if I don't let me watch some with subtitles.
Thousands of levels for you to go through, and they like add characters each month. So it's like, man, every time you think you got to the end, it's like you are so far away from it. So it keeps you engaged and keeps you coming back for more. So shout out to Best Fiends, man. They out here.
The updates are lit. Sometimes, you know, you ever have an app that you always go to and then the logo changes and you're like, whoa, okay, they're doing something different. Yeah, it's definitely, you know, different updates. They're updating all the time, keeping it topical. So shout out to Best Fiends. Go ahead and download that for free. And keep on flooding our comments with what level you on, what your favorite insect is.
Stop inboxing me, bragging to me what level you on when I told you mine.
They stunt.
They be stunting on me. Hard. I'm sick of it.
On me. It's like, yeah, so you're better than me at this app. It's okay. It's fine.
I had to cook dinner. I couldn't play all day. Leave me alone.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share my saved videos once again. This way saves so much space. Next on the light. If you go to a protest, just make sure you proofread all of the signs.
I can't see me anymore. Do you still see me?
Hmm?
I don't see me.
Do you see me?
I see you, but I don't see me.
It should be like on the box right underneath.
I know, right? Yeah, it's not.
You see the share?
Okay, now I'm back now. All right, we're good now.
All right, so if you are going to go protest, just make sure you proofread the signs that you get mad at. This is a pretty funny video. This dude did not like what he thought the sign said. Here it goes.
Give me that shit. Give me that shit. Bitch, look at this Asians or black. Oh, it said defend the police. Defund the police. Hey, y'all good. Hey, my fault. Hey, I thought it said defend the police. I was like, y'all wild thinking you can do that. Give me that shit.
The camera worked. Look how perfect the camera is.
Asians or black. Oh, it said defend the police. Defund the police. Hey, y'all good. Hey, my fault. Hey.
Yo, when he smashed it the first time, she's like, what?
First of all, to be non-black and be at these protests is amazing. You know what I mean? So thank you.
Absolutely.
But to be that must have been the most confused Asians at that protest. They're like, what are you doing? it says defund, but also defund the police does, in his defense, it does look a lot like defend the police. But it's just funny, in the middle of his anger, he was just like, it's Asians for Black lives. Wait. That's good. I want that. Asians for Black Lives. I love the camera work when he opened it and was just like, Asians for
I like how it really was. I like, because you know he read it first and he was like, oh, this bitch tripping. Hey, man, watch. I'm finna snatch this bitch sign up out of head.
That is true, because he started recording first. He was just like, that's really funny.
Yo, I'm dead, dog.
The caption is, at least he apologized. So that is true. At least your boy apologized.
Yeah.
Next up, okay, this is actually pretty funny. So this lady, for whatever reason, decided that she was going to order a salad from Subway. Now, that's probably not the best idea, even not in a pandemic / whatever is going on outside. But what she got was actually worse than what you would think.
I ordered a salad from Subway, and it came with lettuce in a bag, and the avocado was too hard to cut, so...
They gave her the money back.
So I ordered a salad from Subway.
Yeah.
So at what point do you just say, we're refunding the order, we don't have that?
Oh, shit, dog.
The fact that the actual lettuce came in a side cookie bag to add to tomatoes and random pieces of meat is the most depressing thing that I've seen. And that's saying a lot.
Oh my God.
And then they ordered it with avocados and just gave them the change back. So if you're just listening to the audio, they got a container that just had tomatoes and meat in it. They had a side bag that you get filled with cookies, filled with just pieces of shredded up lettuce. And then the last thing was a note that said the avocado was too hard to cut, which means it was too ripe. And they just had a bag full of change. What do you do?
Man, ain't nothing you can do. Just not go back to that one.
I feel like that is in need of a refund.
Yeah, that was... Yeesh.
To be fair, I've never seen Subway's regular salad option at all.
Really?
Have you?
I get Subway salads all the time. I used to get the chopped salad ones, yeah. They got a good chopped salad. That shit's fire.
I gotta see this. It doesn't look as bad as I thought.
Yeah, see, the chopped salad is that first one. Very first one, yeah. So you can get a chopped salad a lot of different ways. That shit is legit.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good. So beware when ordering Subway salads, just in general, not just because there's a pandemic. By the way, this curfew is kind of weird because it's very early and they be telling us like 30 minutes before.
Right.
Is that been affecting your food?
Yeah, you know what? Yesterday I thought it was going to, because we were talking about on Monday how everything was being affected, like Ubers and DoorDash and all that. But yesterday we got some food delivered after 5. Maybe because we put the order in before 5, but we got some food delivered to us after 5 from Wingstop. So I was like, yes. But I was concerned about it. I definitely was.
It was after 5?
Yeah, it was like 5. It wasn't much after 5. It was like 5:20 when they got here. So, you know.
But they wouldn't be stopped because they would be going home from work, right?
Yeah, essentially. And then I guess they would be also considered an essential worker. They're on the front line delivering stuff. So I guess that's
weird because the delivery person would be considered working, but the restaurant still has to close by 5 and go home.
Yeah, because I think that if the restaurants are closing, then there's no reason for the delivery people to be out. So their whole purpose was to get as many people off the streets as possible.
To arrest more protesters.
Yeah, to try to prevent the protesters from going out.
Well, no, now that gives them a reason to arrest because before it's just like,
but that's
like protest.
So here's the thing, though. Like, some organizations can get permits to be out after the curfew. Because my church, they're doing a protest in Pasadena today. They're starting at this one location and they're walking down to the courthouse. And so they got a permit they put in for it, got the permit to have I think 3-hour extension so they can do the march for the protest and then people have enough time to get back to their vehicles.
Okay.
So you can get extensions for it, but, you know, it's case-by-case scenario is what I would imagine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I need to figure that out because my food last night was sad aroni. Sad aroni and cheese.
Let me say something though, bro. I think they're opening up the 24-hour fitness out here. I don't know how they're going to regulate letting people in or only let in so many people or whatever. I don't know what the restrictions are going to be. But I have to get back in that gym because right now I stopped drinking as much. Like, I'm only doing like maybe 3 days a week now because I had to literally make a conscious decision and be like, I'm not drinking tonight because I found myself literally drinking every night. And I was like, I don't want to create a habit, right? I don't want to be dependent on this anytime things go wrong. And now I feel like I've just switched from one habit to the next, and food is my joy. I didn't realize, like, I knew food made me happy, but I had no idea the level of excitement that I get when ordering, picking up, or eating certain foods, bro. Like, I haven't cooked anything in like the last week. We have been ordering out like crazy. And back when the world was open, I would feel bad after I ate something like that. Now I just like, it's so good. I eat it under the cover while I'm watching my favorite movie. That's how comfortable.
Wow. Under covers. I don't think I've ever been that comfortable.
Hey man, listen, laying across the couch and you got like, you got the couple blankets that are on the couch that are just for the living room on the couch. I just put those on my leg and I'm laying like a mermaid while I'm eating pizza and watching a Marvel movie.
It's the worst visual.
Get that image in your head. Let that simmer.
Even out of all this horrible stuff on the timeline, that was the worst. That was the worst imagery. Oh God,
Pat, I don't give a shit.
I feel like when the world wasn't ending, we had put so much pressure on ourselves. Like, nah, food is my happy thing. Drink my thing. This is my thing. This is my thing. This is my thing. But it's like things are so crazy outside that it's like I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to like half do what you're saying and like limit certain things and not eat like crazy, not drink like crazy, not like binge watch or do video game, like really just stuff that's like stress relieving. But it's just like stuff is so crazy that I'm trying to like not be so like bullying on myself for that because it's just like, fam, like after seeing that much crazy stuff online and in person, it's just like you kind of want to lean into those things because if you just keep keep, because I remember when stuff wasn't that crazy outside and we were just getting like Facebook notifications about police brutality, like even that was heavy. I remember there was a point in time where like the murders were at least a few weeks apart, you know, instead of like every other day, which now it seems like. So even in that time, it seemed like a very heavy time, but this is just that times 50. Like it's a weird part of me misses those days. So
as a content creator, I appreciate today for the opportunity for people to lift up other creators, artists, business owners, clothing designers. I appreciate that, but I also appreciate the break, man, because even though like on Saturday I posted like 14 videos to just try to break up the timeline so it wouldn't just like scroll negativity. Right. Like I appreciate it, that weight off my shoulders right now, like, because there's a certain amount of angst that comes with feeling the responsibility to post every day, but also like be conscious and aware of what's going on and make a post about that, but also be true to your craft and make a comedic post and all of that, and that whole balancing act of it. So like today I am literally going to take advantage of, like, you know, I'm gonna post a couple businesses, but then I'm gonna just relax, bro.
Yeah.
And like give myself a chance to reboot and find peace and sleep and burn some candles and some incense, man, and meditate and listen to some calming music, or listen to some raindrops and some waves crashing, some fire burn or whatever through either the Calm app or Rain. And I'm just gonna relax, bro, because like it does weigh on you. And that's why we want to lean into like eating the food, or, you know, Kev was talking about a Squadcast, how he finds a reason to eat ice cream anytime. We lean into those things because they make us feel good, and it's a break from the norm of what we've been experiencing for the last week and a half. And like you need that, bro, because like I feel like a soldier in the sense of going overseas and seeing all of this death, murder, and mayhem, and then being expected to come back to society and adjust so easily and so quickly. It's like, man, we can't get away from the reality that police brutality and injustice against Black people and other people of color is a reality, right? But we can take a break from how much we are ingesting of it. And I feel like this day should be particularly for that, because it's so much going on. We have to you have to desensitize yourself for at least a little bit so you can reboot, because I feel empty right now, like emotionally, mentally drained right now.
Yeah. No, for real though. I think that, you know, obviously the hashtag got misconstrued about what today is, but I do think that, you know, people taking a break from looking at social media and just kind of like re-cleansing is good. You know what I mean? Like I also get what other people are talking about, like, no, we need, like, you need to be heard. You need to be seeing what's going on. Yeah, I do agree. I definitely do agree, because it's like, first of all, I personally think it's very, very strange that this don't post nothing, don't say nothing fell on the first day of voting, which is very, I don't like that at all. It seems like it was super weird, because like normally this would be a day to be like, yo, get outside and vote, Yeah. So it just makes perfect. It's too much of a coincidence that we're going through this to get these people out of power, and now there's a hashtag saying don't say nothing on this first day of voting. We're seeing more evidence of police officers dropping off bricks in front of buildings. Like it's
so crazy. I'm sorry, Pat. That's crazy that's really happening too.
The sub agendas are mind-blowingly like in the open now, which is probably the scariest. And I know we're trying to keep this light, but like that's the scariest part, is that the hiding isn't even really a thing anymore. So now I'm just trying to think, like, what's next? What's next when you're no longer trying to hide like the just the outright, you know, messed up part. But I digress. Let's jump back into this random stuff. This is a good one. So Atlanta protesters defended the Waffle House from looters.
Hey, man, let me say you something. Rioting and looting makes you hungry, bro. So you got to have somewhere to go after it's all said and done. For a reasonable price, too.
They were feeding the rioters.
Yeah, you gotta, protesting, screaming all day, no justice, no peace, Black Lives Matter, give us free, all of that, man. It's exhausting, and you're gonna need something to replenish. You know what I'm saying? That energy you just spent. So,
it's funny that they came together, like everybody came together and decided, like, nah, this place is sacred. This is a staple. I wish this was how the energy was for all Black-owned businesses.
Man, straight up.
For sure. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing for a minute while we're talking about good old stress relief. I think that's a good segment into our next sponsor for today's episode, Adam and Eve. All right, anybody who's fortunate enough to be quarantined with a significant other, Adam and Eve is perfect for you. Okay, they say the best part of staying at home is playing at home.
Ow!
So take advantage of please don't ever do that again. Take advantage of the downtime and choose almost any one item at 50% off.
Ow!
Them clothes is going to be 100% off. But when you do, you'll also get 10 free boredom busting gifts, including 6 spicy movies.
Ow! Yeah.
God, with the Cardi B sound effects. A 3-piece bonus kit. And best of all, free shipping delivered discreetly right to your door. They look around first, and then they put it there, and then they put a smoke bomb.
They pulling the boxes out of a trench coat, just sitting it there.
So just remember to use the offer code DIYS. Once again, that's DIYS at checkout, and you will get your little discount. So A&E has thousands of products to make you glad you are staying at home. It's the sex toys that make being at home so enjoyable. Even shopping from home is more enjoyable when you are shopping for them sex toys.
Hey.
So again, go to adamandeve.com and use that offer code DIYS.
That's a good deal. 50% off of one item and a 10 gift kit. Like, yo, you can't really beat that.
What kind of anal beads you getting?
Probably like the ones that go like from.
Oh, you didn't have to answer that.
Yeah.
Good cancel. Good way to cancel my joke out.
Yeah.
I like that. I respect that. I was like, oh no, don't actually answer.
Fucker.
All right, back into the social abyss. Do y'all know how hard things have to be for Batman to show up in protest with us?
I saw that and I was like, that is great. And the fact that he just walked with like some fog or some smoke made it like even better. It's like, how did they plan that?
And that was his entrance. First of all, how do you walk around in a full, slightly impressive Batman suit without people reacting? I mean, I'm sure they were reacting before that, but your entrance was through the smokes of what I'm assuming was something on fire. Like,
yo, I'm
epic.
just looking at this one comment from Hanzo Steele that says, Clark would never.
What's funny about that is I don't know why Superman seems like he would be all lives matter.
Yeah,
he seems like he would be pushing that.
Absolutely, he would. Absolutely, Superman is definitely a Republican, hands down. He's a Republican. Republicans, all of those farmers and Mid America, and all these flyover cities, flyover states, all Republicans. He would definitely be a Republican.
Oh, he got the Republican curl and everything.
Oh,
Batman, even though he was born rich and stuff, he's really from the gutter.
Fighter.
He put more time in the hood, fighting jails. He doesn't. I don't know why people use that against him, but he would definitely be for BLM for sure.
Yeah.
The fact that niggas was like, he's here, like that just lets me know how bad things are outside. If niggas was genuinely expecting Batman.
Bro, only thing that would have made it better is if he had like some of Batman's gizmos, like if he actually had like a smoke bomb or a gaffling hook, and he just shot it at the building and shot up like that.
We could use that.
Oh man, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, if we actually had Batman at a protest, it would probably be lit. That would probably be like a pretty lit.
He'd be on the cop's ass. He would be on the cop's ass. Absolutely.
It would be over. All right, I got it. Oh God, I got to talk about this one. All right, our good friends at TikTok issue an apology. Now, before I talk about what they apologized for, let me talk about no, excuse me. Before I say what the apology is, let me talk about what they are apologizing for. TikTok is a interesting subject for me specifically because I have been at war with them. A peaceful war, but a war nonetheless for about a month now. I was invited up to the TikTok offices by someone who works at TikTok. She was really, really dope. I won't say her name just because it's obviously this is a negative connotation. She was super sick. She had a meeting with me, taught me about the app, said she liked my content, said what I could bring to it, how all the algorithms work, how I could best use it. So I was like, dope. Started using it more. That's funny. I have a little comment there that's liked by 7 people. That's what's up. I started noticing that some of my videos were getting pulled down because of guideline. I was going against some community guidelines, right? I was like, okay, I've had stuff removed for YouTube. I know I could say some wild stuff or be talking about some wild stuff. I let it go. But then I started noticing how many racist white TikTokers were going hugely viral. Like on TikTok, on Twitter, it was literally along the lines of like everybody, you know, hella make racist against black people, you know, talking about how's my form and then seeing like cotton, something like that, saying how to make N-words and pouring like, you know, robbing people, all that stuff. All these horrifying, you know, there was a campaign to make fun of people who are autistic, a campaign against like people who are Asian, Hispanic, literally just, and these things were getting tons of millions of views to the point where the creator had to go back and delete it themselves because of like threats and comments and stuff like that. So they had to delete it themselves. Now, none of these deleted, none of these went against any guidelines for TikTok, right? So I started noticing my stuff getting taken down, and it's like, it's TikTok. I don't really care. But then I started hearing about other black creators that were getting their content taken down unnecessarily. So when I started looking into it, and I was just like, okay, this is either take the racist ones down or leave the black people alone, you know?
Right.
Like it should be even. That's all we fight for, is just for shit to be even. And what's wild about it was I started asking for black creators to send me videos that they got taken down. And I kid you not, there was painters that were just painting. There was one couple that just took a shot of lemon juice together on some like health tip. There was fitness people working out, people just doing random jokes. It was like the most ridiculous things being pulled off. So I started hitting up TikTok left and right, like, yo, we need to change your guidelines. I've been to your offices. Let me help you guys. Like, it was very, very peaceful. Right. And then they started leading me on red. Like, I have evidence that they saw all this stuff. I was blowing them up on Twitter. I was blowing them up on IG. My audience was blowing them up. And then it turned a little bit, and I started tagging them in videos of racist white people. Like, you guys allow this, but don't allow this. You guys allow this, but don't allow this. This whole thing started happening. And then the straw that broke the camel's back was they started blocking Black Lives Matter hashtags, George Floyd hashtags. Anytime people tried to post in support of that, it was canceled. So all of them came up as 0. So that's when everybody was like, yo, TikTok is blatantly disrespectful. TikTok's over. Cancel TikTok. Nope. Everybody should delete TikTok. And then once it started becoming a problem for them, here's where we are. So now the CEO issues an apology, and it says, diversity is our strength.
Yeah, before we read this, granted that, they're going to probably say that we make a pledge and to honor and respect everyone and all of that. Let me just go ahead and say, because I don't think it's an apology. I just want to say this. But I did send you something of them apologizing about blocking black contents. And fuck TikTok. Expressively from your boy. I will never fuck with them. I still got the app on my phone because I just didn't delete it, but I haven't posted anything to TikTok in a while. Fuck racist ass TikTok, black content blocking ass TikTok. This Chinese company that came over here and got so many people infatuated with it is clearly and blatantly being discriminative. Like, it's fuck TikTok. I will never ever rock with them. The same way I feel like I won't rock with Kanye ever again. I will never rock with TikTok. And that's no slight to you, Pat, because I know you got what you needed from them with the apology, and then them making a pledge to be more open-minded and be more fair, I guess, with content creators. But I won't. Like, once you roam me on a platform as big as TikTok to block people from expressing themselves, but you let this racist shit fly, fuck TikTok. And I'm gonna try to get that as a hashtag and like really get.
Oh, it's already brewing. And just obviously I said all that other stuff to say, here we come with a bullshit apology. I don't accept this at all. If anything, I've been fighting these guys for the longest. Now, mind you, I did get messages from people in Canada that said that, this might be the American branch of TikTok, because Canada, a lot of that stuff wasn't happening. The hashtags were viral in support of George Floyd and Black Lives Matter. It wasn't happening in TikTok Canada. So this might have just been our racist ass branch. But I do agree. At this point, TikTok waited way too long. They waited until they were mixed up with this national protest, because before, when it was just black people complaining, just like a lot of companies, they were like, I don't care,
Right.
So now they have the nerve to say diversity is our strength as a society, as an organization, as a platform. As I begin my work at TikTok, it has never been a more important time to support black employees, users, blah, 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 blah. Words can only go so far. I blah, 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 blah. Black blah blah. Kevin blah. TikTok blah. Too late. Too mother effing late. And here's the problem. I like you said, TikTok doesn't really affect us. We're a little bit older, but TikTok has the young community by the neck right now.
My daughter literally just sent me something from TikTok.
Huh?
My daughter literally just sent me something from TikTok. She sends me videos all day from TikTok.
It is literally the new cable or the new YouTube for them. So it's like, for me, and that's why I was hitting, because before it was just like they're pulling my videos. It's like, I'm not fighting to get my videos put back on, like whatever. It's not a big deal. But why I wanted to change their guidelines is because it's like, y'all have to make a choice. Either you leave these black creatives alone and just allow nonsense, or you're restrictive to everybody. Pull these racist shit off if you're saying that my video where I'm singing about bacon and eggs is offensive. You know what I mean? Like, make a decision. You can't say that's somebody painting a picture that is like somewhat sexual or the human body is offensive and allow literal racist challenges. So like they showed their hand too many times, and now that we're in the blackout day, now they find it makes sense to do the whole bullshit Black Lives Matter. And it's bullshit. So I agree. Fuck TikTok. TikTok is a piece of shit. But the sad thing is like they're still pushing a narrative to the young people that this white racism is okay, and and this other shit is for the birds. So that's why it needs to change. I don't think it's as easy as us just saying fuck TikTok.
No. I'm committed to devoting 3 months of my life to a campaign of fuck TikTok. Like, literally, we keep it 3 letters, FCK, TIK, TOK, and pushing shirts, create an agenda, let them know why we're saying we're not asking for change. We're asking for everybody to just abandon this app. Because,
the FUK is funny.
Like you said, like, they're the new youth's YouTube. And if they continue to allow this racist content to, live on their platform and discriminate against black content creators who aren't even putting out that type of content, it doesn't matter now that they're saying, hey, we're going to let black videos be on there. We're sorry about that. You're still not saying we're going to remove the racist content. You're not saying that when somebody reports this racist content, we're going to take action on it. You're not saying that. You're saying, hey, inclusion, everybody's welcome. Nah, fuck that. We don't want to be over there if that's the content that y'all going to push and allow to be on your platform. So it's not just about inclusion to me. It's like, don't push this propaganda and this racist agenda and narrative and think that that's okay. Fuck TikTok, bro. I'm not with none of that shit, bro. I'm with the shits, but not that shit.
Y'all heard it here. Y'all heard it here first. Hashtag fuck TikTok. FUKTIKTOK.
Yes. Yes.
I love it. Shirts.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
And you know what? FCK. That's right. We'll avoid the vowel. FCKTIKTOK. Fuck TikTok, bro. We don't want to be a part of it. We want to take it down now. Get it out of the States. Fuck TikTok. I'm not going with it.
Humph. And that's what I say. Humph to that. Humph. Yeah, jerks. And then one more thing, I think that would be hilarious. Another interesting loot was Sephora, and the person with the question with the camera advised everyone to spoil your bitch.
Spoil your bitch, man.
Go. Y'all niggas got a girlfriend, do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, spoil your bitch. Spoil your motherfucking bitch. Spoil your bitch. Hey, yeah, that's what I said, bro. Whoa, bro.
Although I do not agree with looting. Like I said, I don't think getting shoes or new makeup has anything to do with George Floyd and getting justice. But that is pretty funny. Spoil your bitch is pretty funny.
That was hilarious. I want to show you something right now. Just because it's not as lighthearted, but it is something that I feel needs to be talked about because this shit is dumb. And I want to say to the people who are out on the front line, who are really banding with people for the right causes, thank you so much. We appreciate you because it's going to take more than just Black people screaming for our equality and for our the reform of the legal legislation. Is going to take, our counterparts really coming forward with this as well.
While Tahir's getting that video together, I definitely wanted to shout out our good friends over at Hawthorne.
Yeah.
Hawthorne has been one of our favorite companies that we've been working with. Hawthorne is the perfect idea for Father's Day. I know that the world is crazy right now, but Father's Day is coming up, and this is a very good time to support fathers and just men alike because everybody's going through something. So you make your Father's Day that much brighter with Hawthorne. Okay, this is gonna make your life so much easier because if you've ever went cologne shopping for a guy or a man in your life and you had no idea where to start, Hawthorne pretty much made that the easiest way possible. Okay, so this is a way that you can. Hawthorne has it so that you take a short quiz and you basically answer certain personal questions about you or that person. You know what I mean? Do they have a significant other? Do they? What kind of smells do they like? What type of places do they go? All that type of stuff. And they give you a custom product, whether it's soaps, whether it's cologne, whether it's deodorant. They have everything and it's custom made for you. Tahir, I know you have like a lot of.
I think that Hawthorne is the savior for people who want to buy cologne for their guys. Because I would never, ever in the past have suggested you get somebody cologne for their birthday, for Father's Day or something like that. Because you don't know what people like. But from that 2-minute survey that Hawthorne asks you to take, they take those answers and they are able to uniquely craft a particular scent for that person, something that they are like. And they also give you a money back guarantee. So if they want to try something different and it's not really to their liking, you can get that back and you get one for work and one for play. So you get 2 different scents, which is amazing. And the money back guarantee almost never happens. Like most places you go to department stores like, Macy's and others, once you open that plastic, it's a wrap. You got to keep that forever. You know what I mean? So Hawthorne is really dope about that. And like Pat said, it's Father's Day, man. We are tired of ties. We're tired of socks, power tools, all of that. Man, stop. Give us something we really want. Everybody wants to smell good. I ain't never met one person like, man, I like stinking. Nobody says that. Give us something that we really want. And right now is the perfect time with Father's Day coming up. You can head over to hawthorne.co. Use our code, DIYS, and you get a $20 gift card. So on top of getting something that your significant other or your dad or your brother or whoever is going to really, really love, you also get $20 back for it. So make sure you log on to hawthorne.co. That's HAWTHORNE.co and use our discount code DIYS, and you will get a $20 off gift card back to Hawthorne. Can't beat that.
Hey, shout out to all the fathers out there. make sure you go get some Hawthorne and use our code for that Father's Day discount for sure.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. You got that video in the
I do, my boy. So let me pull that up real quick. All right. So saw this on Twitter today, and it low-key infuriated me, dog. Like, I just was like, this is really what you think is helping? So you see this chick, right? And the guy's just like taking a picture of video. And she's just like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that's what she's going to post to be like, yeah. Good job, guys. Like, look at this fucking guy, bro.
Oh, it's basically a photo op.
Yes. She Donald Trump that shit, bro. Boyfriends of Instagram. The chick filming them and serving their ass because she's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
is she pretending to build the community back?
I think she's pretending to help. Like, maybe she works there. Maybe she works at the place that they bought her. Maybe it's a store or something. Or maybe she's saying like, you know, I'm helping to preserve the community or something like that. Whatever it is, it's just like whatever. She's posing. She's not really like down for the cause at all. And she just got the dude like taking a picture for her. It's just like, yo, you fucking poser.
The sad thing about that was I went out to the area where they were protesting in Los Angeles, Beverly and Fairfax, and there was so much of that there. Like, you could tell people who were there like genuinely, like, you know what I mean? But then you could really tell by people's social media. Like, if I was just wondering, like, first of all, I knew what was happening was like something in American history. So I was taking pictures, videos, you know, making sure to get people in there with their signs, all that kind of stuff. And I didn't really post most of it. I put it on a drive, and I might do something with it or edit it together or present it in some type of way. But I really wanted to make it about the protest. Mm-hmm. And then there was like a flaming car where I took like a selfie next to. Yeah. And I felt kind of bad about that, but it was really like the only picture that I was featured in. But then like when I got back, I started seeing that a lot of people who went to the protest had like professional photos, like literally like them with signs and them marching and stuff like that. And was it like similar to this video we saw? Like, do they give their homie the phone and be like, yo, get me?
I mean, I saw some people like just posting selfies like everybody else has a look of contentment on their face, a look of intention, like, while I'm here. You can kind of feel it when people are screaming, they fist up, they're standing in silence, you know, they're holding the ground, you know, they're man in the front line. Like the video when you showed DZ, he was like, this is my favorite video, just keep watching. And I watched the end and I saw DZ. DZ wasn't looking for anybody. DZ was present in the moment. He was walking, he was protesting, he was there for a cause. So when people are like taking selfies, like, protesting, Black Lives Matter, I just be like, yo, this is not a fucking like look who showed up show. This is literally fighting for our existence. This is fighting for our right to exist among our counterparts. And you're making a mock of it. It's a mockery what you're doing. And that shit just, bro, that bugs me to no end, dog.
It just shows how powerful social media is and how many people are faking the funk to be this person for everybody else. Like that lady got out of her car so she could post some bullshit ass. I'm sure the caption on that photo was long as shit, just to be like, giving back, my Black brothers and sisters. I'm out here for the community, just to add to this fake person that she is on social media, and then, you know, actually not doing anything. And I saw like groups of influencers, like it was like 10 of them. I'm like, y'all all met up like a party? Like I didn't go with anybody. Like y'all really just like met up, took like a group photo, like, hey, we out here, and probably stayed for like 15 minutes, if that. It's really sad how some people are taking it, but it's also very surprising how other people are taking it. Like I saw so many like white people, Hispanic people, Black people, like I could tell they've, you know, been through some shit, like almost on some like were you a Marine or were you in like did you serve for the country? Because like they were literally standing there, shit going off, that, you know, tear gas, you hear bullets and stuff, and they're just like, stay here, don't
stand your ground.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to them, bro. Huge. Like there was this Hispanic dude who was standing in the middle of the street with his bike, and he was like ordering everything around and like stopping cop cars and ordering traffic and stuff like that. And he was like really, really front line. So, you know, that protest like kind of scattered for a little bit once like SWAT started coming and hitting people. But I was wondering, like when I got home that day, I was like, I hope he's all right. And I actually saw him on the gram, like as one of these people who was like bleeding from the head and stuff like that. It was pretty messed up. But there's some really brave ass people out here in these protests. It's insane,
bro. I'm gonna tell you, and not everybody's cut from the same cloth. I remember working at White Castles one time, and on weekends we used to have a cop in the lobby because my location used to get pretty rowdy. People would leave the club at 1, 2 in the morning. They come to the White Castles drunk. They might have been beefing with somebody. The people following up in there. I've seen I saw somebody get killed at White Castles, bro.
That's like, a shitty place to die. Damn.
Yeah, like literally. So this one time, some guys that got into it, and one of the guys from one of the groups that had gotten into it was like just there, but he wasn't doing nothing. And so the cop had cleared it out. She was like, "Everybody, get out, get out!" And the dude was next to order. He was like, "I ain't going nowhere. I'm finna order." She's like, "Get out of here now!" He was like, "No." She was super aggressive, super aggressive Karen.
Who was the girl? Who was which one was the woman? The one yelling or the one saying no?
The woman. The woman was the one yelling.
Okay.
Yeah, she was the cop. She was the cop. So white cop yelling at a black dude. He's like, "Man, I ain't going nowhere, bro." Bro, when I tell you, she was like, "You got 3 seconds to get out of here. I'm gonna mace you." He was like, "I don't care. I'm still finna order." Bro, she counted 3, 2, 1, and she pulled out the mace. They used like bear mace. Like the can was this big, right?
Oh, the ones with the trigger next to it? Oh,
yeah.
God.
So she pulled it out and squeezed it. I had never in my life seen mace come out like a fire extinguisher. It was so much mace. He was standing against the wall. It was so much mace that it sprayed around him, right? So when he stepped off the wall was completely white because he absorbed he caught all of it to the face. I'm talking about to like the lower chest, right? Bro, when I tell you all this nigga did was this, you have to try harder than that. I said, "Oh, he different."
That's when you turn your badge in.
Listen, dog, when I tell you that mace, she sprayed it against the wall, and we were at the register maybe like 4 or 5 feet away. Within seconds, the mace was in the air, and we were coughing. All the employees were coughing. We had to open up all the doors, air it out. We had to wait. Cancel orders that had already been placed because we couldn't go in there. It was so strong and so intense in there. So for him to just wipe his face and was like, "Oh, you're gonna have to try harder than that." I was like, "Oh, this nigga."
Wait. Was it like a you gonna have to do harder than that? It was just dead ass?
No, it's like after you just rinsed your face from soap in the shower. Like it's just warm water just coming over. You just be like, "Woo! You gonna have to try harder than that."
Did he have glasses?
No. Bare face, Pat. No hair to catch any of it. Low haircut, bro. Just like, you gonna have to try Terminator type shit, bro.
What do you do? What did she do?
What you mean? What did the cop do? Oh, she called for backup. His homie came in and pulled him. Was like, "Bro, we gotta go. Because they saw her grabbing the walkie-talkie and doing this. Bro, they took him out, but he was not gonna budge. He wanted.
Did he order
that shit? And I was like, he different. I want him on my team.
Did he get food?
Person, I pick him.
Did he get food?
Nah, he did. His people pulled him out because they knew that the cops was gonna come.
They didn't see him kill somebody before. They saw him kill multiple people.
What? At least. At least. I've never in my life seen anything else like that, and I never saw that guy. But I was just like,
wow. I hope he's okay. I'm sure he's okay. But I mean, I understand you being brave and shit, but your eyeballs are your eyeballs. Like, how you can't work out your eyeballs? Like, how are you that hard? How are your eyeballs hard? That makes no sense. Your eyes is like, I feel like the hardest nigga in the world could still get poked in the eye.
Oh yeah, and it hurt like shit. Absolutely, dude. It make that one little tear come out, bro. I never in my life seen anything like that. I was like, this guy different, bro.
That is different. That is the epitome of different. That's really scary. If I was a cop, I would have told that story every day of my life after I retired that same day.
Cool.
I would have turned my mace in and be like, yo, I thought you guys told me this was the last resort. I don't have anything to hit them with after this. What comes after mace? That's
that's crazy, bro. You know what's really interesting is to see how a lot of influencers are reacting and their stance on this, or even if they're being active. Last night on Zoom with the homies, we had a really deep conversation about this. And last Tuesday, when I found out George Floyd, I made the video saying that I could not, I didn't have the capacity to make the video. And so, or make a video that day. But a lot of people are coming out and getting canceled, and just because they are not either saying enough in people's eyes, or they put up this perception that they are this one person and it's coming to light that they're not that person at all. And it's very interesting to see. I know you heard about, the thing that Desi Banks did in regards to the riot and looting from George Floyd's death, and then a couple of others, man. I'm not going to go into all the names, but it's just really interesting to see how people are reacting to, people's response or lack of response. I had some people come to me like, yo, why aren't you using your platform to do this and that? Bro, I've already talked about this.
Yeah.
I actively use my voice, and I'm very passionate about being pro-black. I don't make that a secret at all. Right. If anything, I'm militant. I need to pull it back a little bit for these niggas trying to find me, but I'm never gonna shy away from speaking on what I think is right. I'm not gonna do that at all. So right. I don't know, man. It's weird to see, when people get called to the curtain or the carpet rather, how they respond, man.
It's true, yeah. And I feel like a lot of companies feel like they need to say something because they're scared of what would happen if they don't, as opposed to them just being somebody who's actively always talking about it. Like you said, if you use your platform to always be lifting black people up and shouting black people out, then it's yeah, of course you might say something, but it's for your audience to look at you and be like, why haven't you said something? Why haven't you used your platform is weird, because it's that's usually for people who never speak on black culture, and then when we're in trouble, it's they come out and say something. What I mean? Nickelodeon isn't necessarily always donating to black stuff. They're not always talking pro-black. It doesn't even work with their brand really. But right. The fact that they just came out and said something, even though no one was looking for it, seemed very genuine. But you have somebody I don't know who's somebody who gives back, J. Cole. J. Cole is always talking about the community, trying to uplift. What I'm saying? So it's not people should be looking to him why haven't you said something, even though he has. Yeah. So it's really just how it's really about how you are consistently, not just how you are when everybody's looking. Yeah,
that's true. J. Cole's been out there protesting though. Somebody,
for sure.
Reached out. They said he was out there in Carolinas doing his thing and holding it down. And I definitely can see that. Nobody would doubt that about J. Cole. I don't think people test or call to question his authenticity thus far, because he has shown us nothing but that. So shout out to him. And shout out to the people that are consciously and effectively trying to make a difference.
All right. Well, to go out on a good note, I got one more video. All right. That's pretty good. Now, a couple of you guys have seen the mayor of Chicago, Lori Lightfoot. She be looking stressed out.
Yeah.
To be the mayor of Chicago is quite a job. But she had a very, very blunt and interesting but awesome message. I've never heard a politician talk like that, but she still kept it somewhat professional. Listen to this.
Absolutely not let him prevail. And I will code what I really want to say to Donald Trump. It's 2 words. It begins with F and it ends with U. And we can absolutely not let him.
Well, dang, Lori.
I will code what I really want to say to Donald Trump.
Ooh.
It begins with F and it ends with U. And we can absolutely.
I don't know if this is the first time in American history that a mayor said "fuck you" to the president.
Maybe the first time on TV, but definitely not the first time that they've thought it or said it. Probably.
Oh, God, no. No, I
Right.
mean, Jesus, the amount of times that's probably been thought or said actually is millions, but
Yeah.
to literally be on the stand like, you know what, fuck Donald Trump is
Yeah.
just that's just what it's
He is
just.
stressing so many people out, bro. Like he literally is running the country like Mortal Kombat. Like he got a second round to try it again.
Oh my
And he's
God.
just out here reckless. He's just pushing buttons like on a fighting game where you don't know what to do and you just like just pressing anything. That's what I feel like he's doing. It just seems like there's no direction. And when it all falls down to he like, well, you know, I'm rich, so
He used the military to assault people just to clear them out so he could have a photo shoot where he had the Bible and he didn't. It's like he touched it for the first time. He didn't really know. He was like taking weird like photos with it, and he was just like, "Yes, Bible," holding it like ways that no one does.
no one.
It was just like, and then my mom sent me a picture today of Hitler holding it the exact same way. He did a photo shoot with a Bible like this, and someone split screened it, and I was just like,
Oh wow.
all right. All righty.
Send that to me when this is over. I want to see that.
Yeah, it's on my story too. I'll send it to you. But yeah, I hope hopefully this I know that it was tough to dance around the horrible stuff and we had to address it straight up a couple times, but hopefully we lightened your mood by seeing a slightly lighter part of the craziness outside. But yeah, just make sure everybody votes. That's very, very important. Make sure you guys stay safe, stay vigilant, and just, you know, stand by whatever you believe in at the end of the day. Tahir needs a nap. You need a nap.
Oh, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. You understand me?
Well, I
I
hope
went
you
to sleep fairly early last night.
Oh, yeah?
I guess fairly early, but yeah, I got up I woke up at 5 for no reason at all. So
Nah, my sleep schedule is all the way messed up.
oh yeah, it's trash. It's horrendous right now.
Well, make sure that you guys at home also find some time to rest physically and mentally. You know, we here with you. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you next week.
For sure. All right, y'all. Be safe. Be easy out there. Peace.
Peace.